Hey book nerds, I'm Travis, and this is Travis Reads Books. Today I'm doing the Okay So Booksically tag, created by Andrew over at Okay So Booksically. This is an interesting tag mixing up some getting to know you type questions and some fun exercises. Question 1. Tell us about your user, blog, channel name, and your real name. Well, my channel is called Travis Reads Books, and my real name is Travis. Well, that's not actually my first name. It's technically my middle name, but I go by Travis West. Question 2. Open Instagram search and chat about the first 3 images. Okay, I did this on my phone before I started, and the first image, I'll put it up on the screen, is a cat in a bag. Most of my Instagram is filled with Funko Pops and cats. The second is a Bookstagram post with a pile of books, none of which I have read. And the third one is a very impressive looking Superman pop. Question 3. Open YouTube and talk about the first 3 videos. Okay, I did this, and the 3 videos that came up were Game Grumps, Kirby's Dream Course, Part 61. I love me some Game Grumps. I watch them literally every day. The second one was Taylor Talks, Writing Update, and Q&A with J.B. Taylor telling us about his new work in progress. And the third one was the Bald Book Geek's photography vlog, wherein he talks about his photography hobby and shows us his cute Russian dwarf hamster. Question 4. Your favorite song to listen to while reading, writing, and how many plays it's got. My favorite song to listen to is Mad Mad World by Tears for Fears. And I just switched to Spotify. I've been using Google Music for a really long time, so I don't have an accurate count of how many times I've listened to it, but it's probably a lot. Favorite book on your shelf at the moment? My favorite book is always Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy. As you can see by my new framed picture, Blood Meridian is and has been for a very long time my favorite book, and I talk about it a lot on my channel. Favorite bookish thing you love to use as a prop in your video? I have a few props. I've got my Owl Crate postcards. I've got this little 3D printed reed. I've got my Blood Meridian picture, which is brand new. I just put it in today. If you look very carefully, you can see Luna down here. And her friend Alex. So yeah, I like lots of props. Gives people something to look at while they're listening to me ramble on about books. I'll just wait for that siren to go by. Question 7. 3 books you are dying to reread but probably never will. One is Blood Meridian, which is no surprise since it's my favorite book and I really, really love it. The second is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I read that a long time ago, and I wasn't really a big Harry Potter fan when I read it. That sort of came later over the years, particularly from watching the movies. So now I'd kind of like to go back and read where it all began and see if I like it a lot more. And third is Postcards by E. Annie Proulx. I remember reading this probably 7 or 8 years ago, and I remember absolutely loving it. I think it was one of the best books I've ever read, and I can remember nothing about it. So I've kind of been interested in rereading it. but I will never reread any of those books. I almost never reread any books. There's just too many new books to read. In my entire life, I think I've reread 2 books. Starship Troopers, which I reread because I had read it for fun, and then I had to read it for a class in university, so I reread it so it would be fresh in my mind for the exam. And I reread Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale, just because I read that in high school and I didn't really remember it, and I was really getting into the new TV series, which was fantastic. And I wanted to reacquaint myself with that disturbing and frighteningly realistic world. Question 8. Amazing bookish finds. This can be books, bookish things, or bookish moments. For me, a really great bookish find is subscription boxes. I didn't know anything about these before I started BookTube, and now I'm addicted to trying out all the different ones. I do all the unboxings here on the channel with Sarah. They are just a ton of fun to open and go through and get cool stuff and get great books you might otherwise have never picked up. So yeah, I'm really glad I discovered those, and I have BookTube to thank for it. Question 9. Hottest author/author crush. That one's easy. Sarah J. Maas. She looks to me like a combination of Cate Blanchett and Jennifer Lawrence. I actually picked up the first Throne of Glass book based probably 60% on how cute Sarah J. Maas looked in the author picture on the back. Actually, more like 70% picture and 30% actually interested in the book, I would say. Well, that was the OK So Booksically tag. Thanks to Andrew at OK Booksically for creating it and giving us something to talk about. If you liked the video, be sure and hit like. If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe hit subscribe so you don't miss any tags in the future. Thanks for watching. Love and respect. See you next time.